Hello guys, this is gonna be our first video on this channel and it's specifically about how you can ace IB Biology, which regarding May 2024 was the hardest science of the four sciences that are available in the IB program. So, firstly you need to know who I am, because if you don't think I'm someone who made it during IB, who was successful, then you shouldn't be listening to me in the first place. I'm an IB graduate with 3.7s in HL for biology, chemistry, and business. I got 42 out of 45 overall. I also got a 5 in AP biology, and I'm currently studying medicine and surgery in one of the oldest and most reputable institutions in the European Union. At some point in the IB program, I was predicted a 33. I was one of you guys who's watching right now who is not fully confident about their university journey, not fully confident about their grades, but I made it. So I was one of you before, and I'm going to share my 6 steps on how to get a 7 in IB biology. First thing, which is, in my opinion, one of the easiest improvements you can make, but also one of the aspects that most people don't focus a lot on, is your internal assessment. You need to focus on your IA. You need to start your internal assessment much before then the deadline and give yourself actual time to write a good paper. Then, after you do your best in writing your paper, there's 2 suggestions I would have for you. Firstly, you need to use AI feedback, not ChatGPT, not any of those scammy websites. Use Revision Dojo's AI feedback on your IA draft. It's fully free, takes maybe 3 to 5 minutes at max. It's going to give you a predictive grade, it's going to give you comments following the IB rubric, and it's going to give you ideas for improvement. The other option after this is to seek expert evaluation. Now, there's many IB examiners or people that claim to be IB examiners online. The only website that's actually good and has actual IB examiners that were trained by the IB and they grade papers is Classify. If I'm not mistaken, it should cost between 30 to 40 US dollars to submit your internal assessment to them, and within 3 or 4 business days someone's going to grade it for you and give you comments and ideas for improvement. They also do this for TOK essay, exhibition, or extended essay. Note taking. This is a controversial topic because many people have division regarding this. Some people don't want to take notes, whereas some people prefer taking notes. I suggest you stick to what suits best for you. If you're a student who benefits more from writing down notes, then do that. Take your nice, good-looking iPad notes. Whereas if you don't see notes as an efficient option, it's better to just get ready-made notes. You can get them from an older student. There's people who publish them online for free, or there's websites that sell them, like Save My Exams, which is like 7 or 6 euros a month, and you get notes for basically every topic of IB biology and practice questions with it. Now, this is the very first video, but I would like all of you guys to like, comment, share, and subscribe. So this hits the algorithm, we get as many views as possible. In the following videos we will be going through IAs, giving IA ideas, doing the same stuff for chemistry. We're going to solve past papers and we're going to publish all of that totally for free. Anki. Now, Anki is a program that might seem a bit complicated at first. That's what was my initial opinion. It's not. It's very easy to work with. You can download it on your PC completely for free, and you can create flashcards. The benefit of creating flashcards is that it still serves as an indirect form of note-taking because you'll be the one creating them, but then when you review them is what we call spaced repetition. This allows for definitions, concepts to be stuck to your brain so you don't blank during an exam. And it's a form of active learning. You can practice your flashcards whenever, maybe before you go to bed, when you're bored, or on your way home in the bus, whatever, you pick your time. Past papers. Now, this is the most important tip out of all. IA is quite important, but remember, it's only 20% of your grade. 80% of your grade is going to be decided by the exam that you write. So you need to maximize past paper exposure. I want you to complete all of the past papers. You need to do this under exam conditions, so you don't look at the mark scheme. You give yourself the same time that you'd have in an exam conditions, not more time. You don't give yourself a calculator if a calculator is not available for that paper. You can do all the various sessions, so both May and November, and all the time zone 1, 2, and 0. I would suggest that you focus on the last 5 to 6 years. Those past papers are quite similar to the ones that you would expect to see in the May 2025 session. I know it's a different syllabus, but the difference between the two syllabuses is that in the syllabus that was lastly tested in November 24, we had options. Now what they did is that they broke all the options apart and merged them into one big syllabus. So essentially the topics and the way of asking questions is more or less 95% the same. Now, if you want to take it one step further from past papers, then you have question banks. There's two main sources. Firstly is the IB question bank. This is designed and created by the IB. This is only for teachers. However, I'm pretty sure that if you're smart enough and you dig well enough, you can find it totally for free. The other option, which is paid, is Revision Village. I don't know what's the price of Revision Village. I think it's severely overpriced. So I would suggest you to stick with the free option or a cheaper option. But also, Revision Village offers question banks that are very good, just very expensive. I would expect you to do regular practice regarding these question banks. Go by topics, go by units, whatever works for you. Just try and maximize your exposure to them. The last tip I have is don't hesitate to seek help. It's normal for an IB student, for bio, chem, or whatever, to find the topic difficult, to not understand the topic, to get a very bad grade on a unit test compared to his or her other grades. So it's fine to seek help, whether it be from older students or from tutors online. I'm personally a certified IB tutor, and there's nothing wrong with seeking out help, especially because most of the time tutors are IB students like myself who did the IB, and they can offer you a different perspective or solutions to your problems compared to what your teacher offers in class. So, what's the key takeaway from this video? I want you to start early. If your exams are in May 25, by this December you should start practicing. You've no idea how quick those months in between go by, and you find yourself in the middle of the examination sessions. You need to practice actively, whether it's through Anki, past papers, question banks, you pick. My biggest suggestion is focus on past papers towards the 2 or 3 months before the exams, and in the meantime do mostly Anki and question banks. Now, seek support. There's nothing wrong with asking help from an older student, going to office hours of your teachers, or hiring a tutor. Remember, hard work and smart strategies are key to achieving your IB biology goals. You don't need to be working super hard, 15 hours a day, no sleep. IB is not that hard. If you do what I'm telling you, you're gonna get a 6 or a 7 in your final exam. Why is that? Because if you take notes, if you study, if you do active recall, you do most of the past papers, you're gonna see a general trend in what's most likely that they'll ask you, and you'll know how to hit all the correct marks in the mark scheme. Thanks for watching, and next video is for chemistry with my tips to succeed in IB chemistry.